Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jay Nelsonis, and if you're new, also welcome. Today I want to talk about vaginal health. Now, a lot of people, when we talk about like female reproductive system or sex or vaginas or, that whole topic can be a little, like a little shy. A lot of people are not very comfortable talking about their bodies on social media or on cameras in general. And I just want to let you guys know that I am very private with some things, but I feel like vaginal health and stuff like that are all natural and normal things to talk about. I'm not like I'm not embarrassed to talk about this topic because it's something that most people have and most people, will have to deal with in their lives, a vagina or have to see or live with, and it's perfectly normal. So don't feel any type of way about it. If you do feel like I'm saying a little too much or doing too much, for someone who has a life outside of social media, you right to your own opinion, but this is just my opinion. And also like a put it out there for girls who don't have mothers or older sisters or just want to know in general what other people do to keep their vagina in good health. So that's what this video is for. So if you don't want to, if you're not into this kind of stuff, you don't have to watch it. But if you are interested in knowing what I do to keep my vagina healthy, my reproductive system healthy, this video is for you, and keep on watching. I just want to put this out there. I'm not a gynecologist. I'm not an expert in knowing everything that goes on down there in your vagina. So I am not going to give you I'm not going to tell you to do certain things. I'm not going to give you suggestions on what you should do. If you're having vaginal problems or if you're having health problems with your body down there, definitely see a gynecologist, especially one that you trust, one that you feel comfortable talking to. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your gynecologist, please switch to another one. Please do not settle for a gynecologist. Be very picky with the doctors you choose for your girl down there or whatever you call it. Now, I'm going to start off with sharing vitamins with you guys. Now, I'm not pushing vitamins or whatever, but I'm just going to say the azos are where it's at. Like if you're looking for a vitamin that's like vitamins or a company that's based on making sure your vaginal health is on to par or whatever that word is, definitely use azos. Right now I'm using the azos complete feminine balance daily probiotic. This is what that looks like. Now this is and it has it has, with the power of interflora, four unique strains of probiotics. Now, a lot of people, a lot of you guys might know already, but your vagina needs good bacteria. You can get good bacteria through yogurt, stuff like healthy foods, less sugar. That's how you keep your vagina clean, like healthy. So keeping your vagina healthy, you need probiotics, the good bacteria to fight any bad bacteria down there. And this is very good. I've been using it for 2 months now and it works wonders. It's just better to have a probiotics in your vagina because your body's better off fighting off of foreign, bacteria and stuff like that, and it's much harder for you to catch infections that way as well, especially yeast infections and urinary tract infections and whatnot. Speaking of urinary tract infections, I've also been using the Azos Cranberry Urinary Tract Health. Why am I reading this? Urinary Tract Health. I don't have the cartridge or the box that it came in with because I threw it out. But basically, you take one every day, and it's supposed to help keep the bacteria in your urinary system from attaching to your what is it called again? Your urinary tract or whatever. And basically, less likely you'll have a UTI. And I've had a UTI once before. UTI is a urinary tract infection. I've had it once, and it's a nuisance. It's it's perfectly common, especially, you know, if you have a high sugary diet, or if you hold your pee in for too long, or some women get it when they're pregnant. So don't worry. Everything that I'm talking about are normal female problems that we go through. They're not uncommon, they're not abnormal, they're not weird. So you're not weird if you have any of these things, because I was a victim of a yeast infection, my first yeast infection over the summer. I did have a UTI over the summer. The summer just was not for my body. So yeah, it's all normal, ladies. Trust me. I'm not embarrassed to talk about it because it's normal. Another thing that I enjoy using, that I use, is the Vagisil itch relief formula. I don't use this to say like for itch, but I mean, we all get a vaginal itch here and there. I mean, also if you do have like suffer from vaginal like itching, like discomfort, that's what I use it for, like discomfort, or if I have like random dryness, sometimes I just use that. It blocks odor and it keeps odor from happening, so that's nice. Odor is normal. Bacteria will grow, good and bad, and sometimes the bad will outweigh the good and you'll have odor. But odor is normal. Don't worry. No vagina smells like roses and daisies. Odor is normal. But sometimes the odor can become very strong, and you could use the Summer's Eve, like if you're going out for a run after you take a shower or something like that. I mean, the Vagisil, the Summer's Eve. Also, there's the Vagisil body soap, the pH balance. I don't have that, but that's the one I usually use. pH balance just helps regulate the balance of bacteria on your skin and whatnot, because your skin is supposed to have a certain level of bacteria or balance or whatever. And anyways, what I'm using right now is the Summer's Eve. I'm not really a fan of this brand, but this is the only one that I could find at the store that I live close to. I'm very much a Vagisil girl, but Summer's Eve was there, and this one's the Island Splash Cleansing Wash. This one removes odor causing bacteria. It helps balance out your pH, and it's gentle, and it cleans and freshens. So like I said, you want to get a vaginal soap that's going to help balance out and get rid of the odors. You know what I mean? And if you're not, my gynecologist told me it doesn't really matter what kind of soap you get, just an unscented soap, one that you can clean your vagina with, because you can clean your vagina with water basically, but as long as you clean it, you know, with a mild soap and some water, it's clean. So I use like soaps like this because I like the extra, you know, oomph and whatnot, and it does help. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it helps. Another thing that I use for my vaginal health, another thing that I use for my vaginal health is iron and vitamin B6. Now, I use iron because I'm anemic. I don't make a lot of oxygen in my blood, which carries the red blood cells up and through your body, whatnot. I guess I don't have a lot of oxygen in my red blood cells, and I think iron helps give oxygen to your red blood cells. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember learning. I don't remember. But all I know is that, especially around the time when I'm on my period, is when you lose the most blood, iron-rich blood. So definitely around my period, I would take the iron pills, and it really helps me keep up my energy, helps me not be so tired, and the cramps aren't as strong as they are when I take the iron. Also with B6 helps replenish red blood cell reproduction. So that's also like gonna help with my body making more red blood cells. So I take these around like right when I'm about to get my period, and right before I get my period, during my period, and after my period. And the last thing that I use during my period is the U by Kotex tampons. Now, I heard they recently recalled some of them, but I've been using this for a couple of years now. It's just what I'm used to, what I'm comfortable with, and it's easier for me to carry around. And look how small this package is, and there's 18 that comes in a pack. Usually around my period, I use about 7 or 6. That's not a lot. So these get me through a long way, because I usually bleed heavy the first day of my period, in the middle, the third day of my period. So this is what it looks like. This is a tampon. The R stands for regular absorbency. There's up to 3 different levels of absorbency. There's super, and then there's super plus. They recommend that you use the least absorbency to prevent toxic shock syndrome. I forgot what that stands for, but basically, you know, when you have like tissue in your body or something, but just make sure you use the least absorbency that you need for your period, or stick to pads or whatever. But this is what the tampon looks like. This is what I use every month. I'll just show you what it looks like on the inside, because there's some people who might not know what tampons look like, or you're just curious. So this is what the tampon looks like. It's very small, a very discreet, easy to carry, like in your bra or your back pocket. This is a string, and what I like about this is when you pulled it up all the way is that it clicks. So there it is, and you put this in your vagina. You put it at like an angle, because your vagina is not straight up. Your vagina is actually like this, it's not straight up. Your vagina kind of goes that way. So this is it going in your vagina. Boop! That stays, and you pull this out and throw that in the garbage. So this is what a tampon looks like. And at some point, you can keep it in your vagina for up to 8 hours. I keep it in definitely shorter than that, because I don't like having a bloody tampon in my body for a long amount of time. I like to switch out my tampons. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is all the things, the techniques. Guys, I've just been all over the place. These are the things and the techniques that I've used to keep my vagina very healthy. Like I say, I haven't had any vaginal problems with odor and stuff like that, or itching, because I have a very strict regimen with what I do with my vagina. I don't wear underwear when I go to sleep. That's perfectly normal. Your vagina actually needs to breathe. It needs fresh air, just like every part of your body does. You don't want to keep it covered for so long. Your body needs to breathe and have oxygen and fresh air, to get rid of all the bacteria and whatnot. And I also wear cotton underwear. I love me my Grammy panties. Sorry. I have very pretty panties too, but I love my granny panties. I stick by my granny panties because they keep my vagina healthy. They keep the sweat. They wick away the sweat. I don't have to worry about, walking around with a sweaty vagina and whatnot. I mean, sometimes, when you wear your sexy panties, but whatnot. I have thongs, but I don't really wear them. I'm very much a comfort person over looking sexy. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my vagina health regimen. Like, what are your suggestions? What do you think? What's weird to you? What did you not know about before about vaginas or whatever? What questions do you have about vaginas? You know what I mean? It's perfectly an open topic. We're all in the same boat. We're all human. We all have body issues. We're human, guys. It's just a body part. Don't make it more than that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or leave a comment or suggestion down below what you'd like to see next. Just let me know what you guys think, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. Pew!